Praying all this. Oh, give me my glove back. Praying all this well. um, let's see. I'm over here, led to start a live. Let me finish this so I can concentrate. Shalom Barak, fam. Shalom Barak. Peace and blessings. Peace towards blessings, and in blessings you'll find your peace again, because that blessing is a work to find that peace again. It's a Zion to it. It's a work to it. It's a tilling to it. Nowadays, as it was written, actually intended purposes. If we just want to spread it across the whole piece of bread. I was led to jump on this live. I was wondering what Abba was even trying to get me to see, get me to hear. I had the point, I had the motif, if you will, but I didn't really know what it was after that. So he worked it out. So I came to this place right here, and well, let me start like this. I'm led to talk about this Shabbat, spirit truth versus spirit and truth. We're going to be talking about Esau, Edomites, let's see, Abad, Edom, or Abad Adam, and we're going to go through Jacob, Rebecca, let's see, and Esau, or Isaac, Rebecca, Jacob, and Esau, right? We're going to go through all that. We're going to break down the characters, and we're going to get into it. We're going to chew on the cud on it, but I had an experience on it. It definitely sent me in the direction of where we're going to go for this Shabbat, this Saturday. Again, Shabbat Shalom for those that do follow the Hebraic calendar of things as well. But I just have a chance to observe Shabbat on Saturdays, and it's a thing that's argued upon. We're not even going to get on that, but every day is Shabbat. Every day we rest in Him. Shabbat was made for man. Man was not made for Shabbat, right? In resting in Him. But I came here, and there was a little tension this rising, or this morning, whichever may have you. But I'm gonna use this rising. That's what I use. But this rising, there was a little tension coming in. I greeted the person with I said good morning, which in my words, grand rising. But I started out with that, and there was silence, right? Complete silence. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm just gonna stay in here, right? Spirit versus truth, right? So I'm just gonna stay in here. I'm not even gonna let that faze me. I'm not even gonna act on it. Cool. And as it keeps going, I'm very mannerable. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Smiles, like that. And then she asked me a question that stood on me. She said, "Is this your first time here?" I said, "No, this is my second time." Salah on that. This is my second time, right? With Esau and Jacob, Esau will represent the truth. Jacob will represent the spirit. Coming from Isaac, or Isaac, spirit and truth. Combining with Rebecca, or Rabakah, mind, body, and soul in truth, right? Or soul and flesh in truth, right? With the mindset. Marinate on that, chew the cud on that. I challenge you before we get into it deeper on Saturday, because I got to keep going. But there's a point in life every time where walking in spirit, in your truth, comes to somebody that's just in truth. What do I mean by that? Because what is spoken into us and what we walk in is truth. There's an Esau in all of us. Because we're all related. This goes back to Cain, or Cain, and then also Abel, or Abal, B. But this all comes together and works together. Again, chew the cud on it. We're going to go deeper into it on Saturday on Shabbat. But chew the cud on this, right? When we approach people and we're interacting with people, just know that they're stuck in their truth. Because they wouldn't be acting like that if they were in the spirit as well, right? The truth is what we're born into, what we're working around, what we're working upon, what we're standing upon, and that's life, right? Esau came in tired from all the work, and he stopped to eat, right? He had to stop to eat. Jacob was already eating, already prepared for things, right? Salah on that. Many times the attitudes that people come upon because they stopped at a certain moment and decided to eat there instead of reaching for the spirit, just staying in truth, right? The truth of what we're born into, what we got to work with, what we got to work around. That goes with the spirit. There's a constant back and forth because there was a separation at one point, right? Spirit truth versus spirit and truth. Look in John in that verse, marinate on that, go deeper in that as well. All this comes together, right? But Esau, back to Esau. Esau came in from the field very, very tired. He stopped and ate. Jacob said he wanted the lentil soup, right? Jacob said, "Hey, sell me your birthright." Not to take it, not to be deceitful, right? Let's marinate on this, but to put it back in mind. Hey, let me get your birthright. He's saying, hey, think about this and how you're supposed to carry yourself, more so than deception and the misconception, because a lot of times that comes from not studying Hebraic character. You're going to miss a lot. There's going to be some missing. There's going to be some skipping back and forth of the quote unquote translation, but not the proper interpretation, right? So just be mindful of the fact throughout the rest of this week to know that when you're encountering, that's the word, when you're encountering people, they're in a specific place where they're stuck in a truth of what's going on. They're thinking that that's truth, right? There's two different ways of truth. We're going to go deep into this, right? There's a truth of the flesh, then there's a truth that we're spoken in a battle that we're going to win, that Abba knows we're going to win, right? But sometimes we get caught up in being hungry. That hunger takes over, that hunger for the spirit. That's all that's happening in that moment. They're hungering for the spirit. They got the truth, but they're hungry for the spirit. And by the time that conversation ended with me and the elder lady, she was smiling, we were joking, right? Spirit, truth. It's all right there, right? We might see oftentimes in like the basketball moves, and somebody picks their chin up, like chin up. You know, that loss ain't even that deep. You know what I mean? Also, it goes with these songs nowadays. I'll see songs now that say, try the Messiah, don't try me, right? Or I'm half hood, half holy, right? Or you go to the ones that say, you know, don't try me, right? Try another way. That's the Esau spirit in them. Be mindful of people that say that, right? Not even to throw no names out there because that's not important, but there's a specific song I was listening to, and he used Jesus, but he said, try Jesus, don't try me, right? There's a point where he stopped and he was hungry. There's a point where he was hungry, so he looked for the quickest thing to eat, and that's oftentimes sin. Salah on that as well, right? Peace and blessings, fam. Peace and blessings. Yeah, so just be mindful of that, of people that stop and eat in certain places. Be mindful of the music that you're listening to, because it's not like that. It's not no try the Messiah, don't try me, right? But try me too, just like the Messiah was tried, right? I want to teach you something. I want to learn you something, right? This all comes together. This all works hand in hand. Be mindful of these musicians out here, because there's not a lot of Davids, but there's a lot of Goliaths. There's not a lot of truth, but there's a lot of truth. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of spirit, but there's not a lot of spirit. You get what I'm saying? There's a big difference. There's a big change in things, right? There's a divider of things. And oftentimes people like this fence right here get afraid of going to the other side of things because of some barbed wire, you know, just some barbed wire, but there's a way to get over there, right? There's a way to get back into the wilderness where you're closer with the Father, where the Father is able to bring you through things. Don't get caught up in what you went through in the wilderness like Esau and come back so hungry that you just forget about the birthright. We're going to go into the Ark of the Covenant, how Adam or Obed-Edom was an Edomite, right? But the one that was able to take care of the Ark of the Covenant properly, right? This Ark of the Covenant was meant to go back to the people that needed it, truly. Moses went back through the land of the Edomites, through the land of Seir, right? There was some Cushite things going on as well, right? There's a lot of things that went through this place. We're going to go deeper again into it this Saturday, but marinate on this, chew on the cud on this, chew on the cud of spirit, truth, all one thing, but then there's a separation. There's spirit and truth, right? Jacob fled. Esau stayed. Esau went into the field and hunted and came back and was so hungry and forgot the point, right? That's going to keep us bringing this world together, who we're able to come across, who we're supposed to come across, and be righteous in that, right? Because there's a lot of spirit truth in me. All praises to Abba through his righteous hand in the righteous direction of Yahweh, right? There's a lot of spirit truth in me, but sometimes there's spirit and sometimes there's truth. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm learning this, I'm working this as well. So as I'm chewing on this and I come forward with stuff like this, it's lessons that Abba's working me with, right? That's working out in life. My sis, Shantae, she dropped a jewel, a gem, and that's what helped me start chewing on this even more. With Cain and Abel, there was a mark, there was a spirit, and there's truth, right? There's a mark on things when you go through things, right? All related. So there's all in us. There's some Esau in us. A lot of times people be so against Esau, so against Esau, so against Esau, try to get them to a certain race. I'm not even gonna go over there, but there's some Esau in all of us, right? There is. Keep it a buck. But don't get caught up in that. There's spirit, truth, and then there's spirit and truth. From Isaac and Rabakah to Asav and Yaakov. Break down those characters, work that out, you'll see exactly what I'm saying. That's my challenge to y'all. Peace and blessings, fam. Peace and blessings. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Weigh this trailer before I head up the road. Let me fix this door handle first, so let me not leave from back here. But all praise to the Most High Abba and his righteous direction of Yahweh in us, which is the Allah Hayam, right? Not saying we are all blah, 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 right? But saying that works in us. So be mindful of what you come across. Be mindful of what he's spoken to existence through the blood, water, and spirit for you to go through. And keep that spirit truth together. Keep that spirit truth together like I saw, right? Salah. Peace and blessings, fam. Till next time, or till Saturday. Saturday, probably about 12 o'clock. Between 12 and 3. I'm going for 12 o'clock. I'm going for 12 o'clock. I'm going for 12 o'clock. We'll see what Abba has. Peace and blessings, fam. Until next time. Peace. Oh, and so, peace and blessings, all y'all in the chat, too. Kate, Jose, Melanie, John, all y'all. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Stay in that word. Stay tight.